When people think about travel, they often imagine expensive restaurants, fancy cafes, and high prices that limit how much they can really explore. But around the world, there are cities where the best food isn't found indoors. It's sizzling on street corners, simmering in open pots, and served fresh by vendors who've perfected their recipes over generations. In these cities, street food isn't just cheap, it's a way of life. It's breakfast before work. It's a late-night comfort meal. It's culture served on a plate. And the best part? You don't need a big budget to eat incredibly well. Today, we're counting down 10 cities where street food costs less than $1, yet delivers flavors so rich and unforgettable, they rival five-star restaurants. These places prove that some of the world's greatest meals are enjoyed standing up, surrounded by locals, with change still left in your pocket. Number 10. Bangkok, Thailand. Bangkok is often called the street food capital of the world, and for good reason. Nearly every street, alley, and market is lined with vendors cooking dishes that cost well under $1, yet taste like they belong in a high-end restaurant. One of the most popular options is pad thai, freshly cooked in a hot wok with rice noodles, egg, tofu, or chicken, peanuts, and lime. At local stalls, a full plate can cost around 30 to 40 THB, often under $1. Sweet, salty, sour, and spicy flavors come together in perfect balance. For something sweet, mango sticky rice is a must. Ripe mango slices paired with coconut-infused sticky rice and drizzled with coconut cream can be found for about 30 THB at neighborhood markets. Bangkok street food culture thrives late into the night, especially in areas like Chinatown and Khao San Road. Eating here isn't rushed. You watch your food being prepared, smell the spices, and eat among locals who know exactly where the best stalls are. In Bangkok, street food isn't a budget option, it's the main event. Number 9. Mumbai, India. Mumbai's street food scene is fast, bold, and incredibly affordable. This city feeds millions every day through roadside stalls that serve food bursting with spice, texture, and character, often for just a few coins. One of the most iconic snacks is vada pave, a spicy potato fritter tucked inside a bun and topped with chutneys and fried chilies. It's filling, flavorful, and usually costs 15-20 INR, which is around 25 cents. Locals call it the city's version of a burger. Another favorite is pani puri, a bite-sized explosion of tangy, spicy water, potatoes, and chickpeas. Vendors sell them in sets, costing as little as 10-15 INR. The experience of eating pani puri, quick, messy, and addictive, is unforgettable. From bhel puri to sev puri, Mumbai's streets offer endless variety. Street food here reflects the city itself, energetic, crowded, and alive. For less than $1, you don't just eat, you participate in Mumbai's rhythm. Number 8. Hanoi, Vietnam. Hanoi is a city where street food feels deeply personal. Vendors often specialize in one dish, perfecting it over decades. Meals are simple, balanced, and incredibly affordable. A steaming bowl of pho, Vietnam's famous noodle soup, can be found for around 20,000 VND, roughly 85 cents. The broth is slow-cooked, fragrant with herbs, and served with rice noodles and tender meat. Locals eat it early in the morning, seated on small plastic stools. Another budget favorite is banh mi, a crispy baguette filled with meat, pickled vegetables, herbs, and sauce. A full sandwich costs around 15,000–20,000 VND and delivers layers of flavor in every bite. Walking through Hanoi's old quarter, the smell of grilled meat and fresh herbs fills the air. Street food here is calm, comforting, and deeply tied to daily life. It's proof that simple ingredients, done right, can create something extraordinary. Number 7. Cairo, Egypt. Cairo's street food is hearty, comforting, and designed to keep people full for long hours. One of the most beloved dishes is koshari, a filling mix of rice, pasta, lentils, chickpeas, crispy onions, and spicy tomato sauce. A generous portion costs around 10 EGP, often under 70 cents. Another staple is ta'ameya, Egypt's version of falafel made from fava beans instead of chickpeas. Crispy on the outside and soft inside, it's usually served in pita bread with vegetables and costs around 5 EGP. Street food in Cairo is deeply social. Vendors know their customers, meals are eaten standing or sitting nearby, and food is shared. For travelers, Cairo offers a chance to experience real Egyptian flavors without spending more than $1 per meal. Number 6. Manila, Philippines. Manila's streets are alive with color, aroma, and energy, especially when it comes to food. From the crowded corners of Quiapo to the bustling markets of Divisoria, you'll find snacks, treats, and meals that are cheap, fresh, and full of flavor, often costing less than $1. One classic street snack is fish balls, skewered, deep-fried, and served with sweet or spicy vinegar-based sauces. Each skewer costs around 10 php, just 20 cents, but the taste is addictive. For the more adventurous, balut, a fertilized duck egg boiled to perfection, sells for around 15 php and is considered a Filipino delicacy. It's a snack that tells a story of tradition, boldness, and local flavor. Another must-try is lumpia, crispy fried rolls filled with vegetables, pork, or beef, priced around 15-20 php. Street vendors also offer kwek-kwek, quail eggs coated in bright orange batter, and turon, sweet banana rolls fried until golden. What makes Manila's street food special isn't just the price. It's the culture surrounding it. Families, students, and workers all crowd around the same stalls, sharing small meals, exchanging smiles, and watching the city pulse around them. Eating here means being part of Manila's everyday rhythm, tasting authentic flavors that locals have perfected for generations, all without breaking your budget. Number 5. Jakarta, Indonesia. Jakarta's street food scene is a bustling carnival of smells, colors, and sizzling sounds. Whether you're wandering the historical streets of Kota Tua or hopping through smaller neighborhood markets, the city offers dishes that are cheap, bold, and unforgettable. One favorite is gorengan, an assortment of fried treats like tofu, tempeh, and bananas, costing only 2,000 to 3,000 IDR, roughly 10 to 20 cents. Each bite is crispy on the outside, soft inside, and incredibly satisfying. For something more substantial, try nasi uduk, a fragrant coconut rice dish served with fried chicken, sambal, and crunchy shallots, priced at around 10,000 IDR, or 70 cents. Skewers of satay with peanut sauce, costing just a few cents per stick, are perfect for walking and snacking, while noodles, soups, and porridge dishes line the streets, ready for every budget and appetite. Jakarta's street food reflects Indonesia itself, layered, spicy, aromatic, and diverse. Every vendor has a story, every spice a tradition. Eating here is not just about filling your stomach, it's about exploring centuries of culinary history, street by street, bite by bite. The best part? Even if you're on a tight budget, you can feast like royalty in this vibrant metropolis. Number 4. Mexico City, Mexico. Mexico City is a sensory overload in the best possible way. From the sizzling tacos of the evening markets to the sweet smell of freshly grilled corn, the city offers flavors that are impossible to resist. Best of all, many of these iconic dishes cost less than $1. A classic taco al pastor, marinated pork roasted on a vertical spit, topped with pineapple, onion, and cilantro, is often priced between 10-15 MXN, or 50 to 75 cents. The meat is juicy, the flavor smoky and sweet, and every bite tells a story of centuries-old traditions. Tamales, made from corn dough stuffed with meats, cheese, or vegetables and wrapped in corn husks, are also a cheap, filling snack, usually priced under 15 MXN. And don't forget tlacoyos, stuffed masa cakes, or elote, grilled corn slathered with mayonnaise, cheese, and chili powder. Both staples of street food culture, both under $1. The beauty of Mexico City's street food is that it's a living museum. Every dish carries history, every vendor preserves a family recipe, and every bite connects you to the city's rich cultural tapestry. Here, eating on a budget isn't a compromise. It's a way to immerse yourself in life, laughter, and flavors that have shaped generations. Number 3. La Paz, Bolivia. La Paz is high in the Andes, and the altitude makes hearty, flavorful street food a necessity. Despite its remote location, the city is a paradise for budget travelers who want to eat well. Saltinas, Bolivia's famous savory pastries, are filled with seasoned meat, potatoes, olives, and sometimes a hint of spice. They're often priced between 3 to 5 BOB, or 50 to 70 cents, but they're filling, flavorful, and portable, perfect for eating while exploring the city's steep streets. Another classic is anticuchos, skewered beef hearts marinated in spices and grilled over coals, usually costing 5 to 7 BOB. Served with peanut sauce and boiled potatoes, these skewers are a favorite evening snack for locals. Vendors also sell papas rellenas, potatoes stuffed with meat and spices, and api morado, a traditional purple corn drink flavored with cinnamon and cloves, both under $1. Eating street food in La Paz is like a cultural immersion. Each bite connects you to local history, traditions, and the daily life of Andean residents. From bustling markets to quiet streets, the city invites visitors to explore, taste, and discover Bolivia's rich culinary heritage, all while spending less than $1 per meal. Number 2. Kathmandu, Nepal. Kathmandu's streets hum with life and aroma. Vendors line every alley, selling snacks and meals that cost pennies but deliver mountains of flavor. Momos, steamed dumplings filled with vegetables or meat, are a signature item, usually sold at 10-15 NPR per piece, making a plate cost between 50 to 100 NPR, under $1. Served with spicy tomato sauce, these dumplings are warm, comforting, and utterly addictive. Samosas, deep-fried pastries filled with potatoes, vegetables, or meat, are another cheap delight, often costing only 10-20 NPR each. Vendors also serve chat pate, a spicy mix of puffed rice, chilies, potatoes, and herbs, all under $1. Perfect for a quick snack while navigating the city's busy streets. In Kathmandu, eating street food isn't just about flavor, it's about connection. Locals gather at stalls, children run by with snacks in hand, and every dish carries a story of Nepali culture and tradition. The best part? For less than $1, travelers can enjoy meals that are fresh, flavorful, and deeply rooted in the life of the city, making Kathmandu a street food paradise for the adventurous and the budget-conscious alike. Number 1. Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul is a city where East meets West, and its street food reflects this incredible cultural mix. The city offers an astonishing variety of snacks and meals for under $1, each bite steeped in history and flavor. One of the most iconic is simit, a sesame-coated bread ring, crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside, often sold for only 2 to 3 TRY or 10 to 15 cents. Another classic is lahmacun, sometimes called Turkish pizza, a thin flatbread topped with minced meat, onions, tomatoes, and spices. Rolled up with fresh herbs and a squeeze of lemon, a serving costs about 5-6 TRY, roughly 25 to 30 cents. Street vendors also sell midye dolma stuffed mussels, and kumpir, baked potatoes loaded with toppings, all for pocket change. Eating street food in Istanbul is a journey through the city's soul. Vendors have perfected recipes passed down for generations, spices are expertly balanced, and meals are shared on bustling sidewalks, amidst chatter and the smell of roasting meat. For less than $1, visitors can experience one of the world's richest culinary traditions without compromise. In Istanbul, street food isn't just a meal, it's a story, a culture, and a memory waiting to be made. And there you have it. 10 incredible cities where flavor doesn't come with a hefty price tag. From the bustling streets of Bangkok to the historic alleys of Istanbul, these destinations prove that you don't need to spend a fortune to experience the world's most unforgettable culinary treasures. Imagine standing on a crowded sidewalk in Mumbai, tasting spicy vada for just a few cents. Picture wandering through Hanoi's old quarter, the scent of pho and grilled herbs filling the air, or walking Istanbul's lively streets, savoring sesame-coated simit as the city hums around you. Each bite tells a story of culture, tradition, and people who have spent generations perfecting recipes that are now yours to try for almost nothing. Street food is more than a meal, it's a connection. It's the heartbeat of a city, a window into everyday life, and a memory that lingers long after the last bite. These cities invite travelers to step off the tourist trail, immerse themselves in local flavors, and truly taste the soul of a place, all while keeping your wallet happy. So, the next time you dream of traveling, remember, you don't need 5-star restaurants to discover the world. Sometimes, the best meals are found standing on a corner, surrounded by the sizzle of woks, the chatter of locals, and the irresistible aroma of food made with love. Which of these cities would you visit first to try the street food for yourself? Comment below, share your favorite finds, and don't forget to subscribe for more culinary adventures across the globe. Your next meal and your next adventure might just be cheaper and more delicious than you ever imagined.